Hi, this is Philip Mandelbaum with Customer Engagement Insider. Welcome back. Today, we're going to be talking about CDPs or customer data platforms, what they are, why they work, and how to pick the right one for you. As you probably know, today's sophisticated consumers are tired of being advertised to. They want interpersonal interactions with brands across all channels and through every stage of the customer lifecycle. In fact, Google has found that 98% of Americans switch between platforms and devices in the same day, and 90% of all consumers expect cohesiveness in their interactions. That's no matter where they are. So, how do you ensure your customers and your prospects feel understood and valued? Well, demonstrate your value proposition and your core values. And the way to do this is by creating intimate experiences anywhere and everywhere your target audiences are active. That means prioritizing customer centricity and building trust through consistently delivering authenticity, transparency, empathy, and personalization. And that's across your website, your physical location, your social media accounts, your emails, text messages, digital ads, and even customer service communications. Of course, the only way to know who to target, when to target them, where to target them, and how to target them is data. That's why we're here today. And of course, we know data can be overwhelming, especially for less technical marketing and CX teams. That's where the CDP comes in. This is your solution. Okay, so what is the CDP? A customer data platform is a marketing, sales, and customer experience technology designed to unify your data across online and offline sources. It allows marketers, sales reps, customer service support teams to use data for modeling, segmentation, targeting, testing, and more. This improves the performance and efficiency of not only your lead generation, but your lead nurturing and your conversion efforts. More specifically, CDPs have four core functions: data collection and unification, which includes gathering, standardizing, validating, deduplicating, and consolidating data from all your sources; profiling, which means producing and updating one profile for each and every customer and prospect; updating, that's a key part of this; segmentation, that's creating custom groupings of these profiles to enable smarter targeting and personalization; and finally, implementation and optimization. By integrating CDP data with end channels like email marketing or digital advertising platforms, you can develop and deploy the best experiences cohesively online and off. The best customer data platform will allow you to combine all these capabilities within a single, easily accessible digital hub. That's what the CDP is. It expedites progress from idea to execution, from execution to measurement, from measurement to iteration and optimization, and from one successful campaign to even more successful future campaigns. All right, let's backtrack a little. Why is data so important? Well, as recently as the early to mid 2000s, we're talking 2 decades ago, the typical consumer used only two touch points when purchasing an item. That could be, let's say, social media and your website, or more likely back then, an email and your website. Today, consumers use an average of nearly six, 300% more. To optimize your marketing, sales, and CX efforts across them all, you need data. And any data is not going to do. It needs to be clean, unified, and segmented. One reason, of course, is for maintaining compliance. For years now, the vast majority of tracking cookies have been rejected by browsers. Every day, more and more consumers are blocking them on their own. In fact, 9 in 10 are concerned or very concerned about their privacy online, and just as many said they'll disengage with a company that breaks their trust. With 83% of brands still ignoring their customers' wishes and relying on third-party cookies, You have a lucrative opportunity to distinguish yourself simply by listening and embracing the alternatives, first-party data and zero-party data. If you do and do so now, you might not only remain compliant with ever-changing privacy laws, you might actually revolutionize your customer experience. And of course, not surprisingly, the only way to ensure your compliance and your optimal use of zero and first-party customer data is with a, you guessed it, customer data platform, where every single modification, deletion, and verification is reflected in real time in the customer prospect profile. With the CDP, you can honor and manage user consent, honor and manage user deletion and data suppression requests, track all data collection, storage, and uses, implement identity resolution and personally identifiable information or PII detection tools to identify and fix errors, and automate and streamline your customer data operations. But of course, CDPs do more than keep you compliant. CDPs multiply ROI. And of course, at the end of the day, that's what we're all looking for. Happy employees equal happy customers equal happy business. If you don't know who to target or when, where, and how to target them, though, you'll waste a lot of time marketing to entire audiences and alienating them. Even when you communicate correctly to the right customers, I hate to tell you, but you can expect a lot of unsubscribes, abandoned carts, and customer churn if you're not equipped to translate each conversion event into personalized messaging through dynamic segmentation. Of course, finally, we have something that will make that easy, the CDP. The data unification and segmentation enabled by customer data platforms allow you to easily measure campaign and channel-specific ROI so you can optimize your spend and maximize your overall profitability. According to Google, omni-channel shoppers have a 30% higher lifetime value than those who shop using only one channel. And the best way to facilitate an omni-channel strategy is with a customer data platform. How? Well, we meet and exceed consumer expectations. You've probably heard of competitive analysis, but no matter the industry, we can all learn from big brands that better their customer relationships and bolster their sales through smart data usage. To be clear, what I mean is it doesn't matter if you're in shoes, it doesn't matter if you're in, I don't know, online sales, it doesn't matter if you're in streaming of movies or music. There is a lot to be learned from companies that do this well. Zappos has used data to take the lead in customer service. Amazon has used data to shift the paradigm with its shipping speeds and price transparency. And Netflix and Spotify use data to outpace their competitors through personalization. Okay, but personalization is not enough. We've learned that. You can't just say, "Hi, Jim," send your email and expect success. We need to maintain and build emotional connections and customer relationships. When a customer clicks on an ad, tags you on social media, messages your website chatbot, calls your customer service line, or follows a link from your email or text, the customer or consumer is acting on an emotional connection, often to the solution you're proposing to address their pain points. And with today's increasingly complex customer lifecycle, it's more important than ever to develop a complete understanding of your customer and incorporate creative techniques to engage them. For instance, IKEA Everyday Experiments uses AR, AI, and sound design to take us beyond the home without leaving it. Extra, the gum brand, built an interactive website and social media campaign that encourages engagement, incorporates user-generated content, and celebrates life's precious little moments by turning them into art. These type of interactions are critical to attracting new customers as well as keeping ones you've had. That's where loyalty comes in. But without the unified and segmented data made possible by a CDP, you might miss the mark with your messaging. You might target the wrong audience. You might activate at the wrong time or on the wrong channel. And that's not all. The customer data platform doesn't just streamline and improve efficiency. It doesn't just increase your ROI. It can also cut costs. Not all marketing and customer experience tools are created equal. And over the last couple decades, we've learned that. Before the advent of the CDP in 2015, many tech providers focused on serving one or multiple channels or touch points, but never all of them. With the right CDP, you can retire some of these old systems, and the rest you can integrate. Your DMP, you might not need it. A DMP is a data management platform. It centralizes and organizes primarily third-party customer data. A CDP, on the other hand, allows you to circumvent the end of third-party cookies entirely by focusing on first and zero-party data. But if you don't want to get rid of your DMP, that's fine too. They work wonders together. Your DMP can leverage your customer data from your CDP for advertising initiatives, while the DMP sends back additional data for the CDP to use for enhanced analysis, further segmentation, etc. So maybe hold off on getting rid of your DMP until third-party cookies have been gotten rid of too. Okay, what about the CRM? We've all got one of these. These are your customer relationship management tools, and they track and react to direct customer interactions like purchases and customer service communications. However, beyond basic automations, CRMs are limited, leaving many marketers and CX folks to perform time-consuming and costly manual outreach. No good. With a CDP, all your interactions are not only automatically collected, but automatically analyzed and integrated. Finally, there's the MMH. It's a multi-channel marketing hub. Little more advanced, it allows you to orchestrate data and deploy marketing campaigns through email, social media, and other end channels. It does not, however, enable the data aggregation and unification of a CDP that is so essential today to optimizing your personalized campaigns. And MMH can connect with your CDP informing your downstream messaging, and your MMH providing additional data for audience segmentation and personalization. But businesses that convert from an MMH to a CDP can cut costs and improve performance and efficiency. This sounds like a no-brainer. All right, well, I hope I've convinced you. The CDP is a good choice. Of course, we haven't talked about price yet. We haven't talked about how to implement it. We haven't talked about how to determine which one is right for you. So let's do that. Here are 5 steps to implementing the right CDP at your organization. Step 1, identify the primary stakeholders and form a working group. Though marketers and customer experience professionals are the end users of a customer data platform, implementing a CDP can impact employees across your organization and even kickstart a firm-wide digital transformation. To fine-tune and streamline the process, invite a group of diverse workers representing the most impacted areas of your business. This could include marketing, sales, CX, procurement, IT, data science and analytics, legal, compliance, but should be unique to each organization. You have to do the work and figure it out. Step 2, solicit input from each stakeholder on data usability issues. Employees across your organization leverage data for different reasons and therefore face different obstacles. Ask each member of your working group to create a list of the ways data limitations impact their effectiveness and efficiency. Step 3, create a master list of data usability issues from the commonalities across job functions. So review each list, document commonalities as well as disconnects, analyze all the issues in terms of pain points and how they're impacted by data. Then create a list stack ranked by business impact. Step 4, review the benefits and weaknesses of your existing marketing, sales, and CX tools, and clearly outline how a CDP can address your pain points and advance your strategy. To summarize for your C-suite what a customer data platform could mean for your organization, articulate how your existing customer experience and marketing investments are falling short. Then Be sure to address the following and explain why this will help you perform better against critical KPIs. The types of data your CDP would and wouldn't collect, the types of workflow or the type of workflow your CDP would support, the tools your CDP would replace and why, the tools with which your CDP would integrate and how, the ways your CDP would address each department's data usability issues, the ways your CDP would allow the marketing team to improve its strategy, the ways your CDP would boost sales and CX by empowering agents with complete, up-to-date customer and prospect info, and the marketing, sales, and CX goals your CDP would help you achieve, such as better conversion rates, fewer abandoned carts, greater CSAT scores, and higher net promoter scores. And finally, develop a list of priorities and questions to streamline the buying process. There are lots of great customer data platforms out there, and we'll conclude with a few. But just choosing one isn't the way to go. Demoing all of them isn't the way to go. And certainly demoing however many you want, but doing so blindly is not the way to go. So be sure you know exactly what you want your CDP to achieve. Develop a list of priorities and questions to streamline your buying process. Before requesting demos, be sure you know exactly what you want your CDP to achieve, including must-have features. There are lots of great customer data platforms out there, and we'll share some at the end. But you need to come up with a list of essential questions solicited from your working group to ask each and every provider. This is not something you do lightheartedly. This is a major investment, one very much worth making, but you have to do it right. Finally, request a demo only from the vendors who you believe can meet your unique business needs. Then, once your CDP is installed, you've got it up and running. If you're not seeing the results you seek, if it's taking a while and you're still missing your target audiences, we've got you covered. Work with Customer Engagement Insider to craft and promote value-add custom content that generates the right leads for your organization. It's what we do best. If you have any questions, just email me at philip.mandelbaum@cmpteam.com. Thank you.